So Access will be open for you. Then by default, you are going to have this view. By default, you are going to have table 1. By default, in your table 1, you are going to have a single field called ID, then with auto number data type. So this is what you have by default. Now you can decide to change the name of your table. You can decide to change the name of the first field that you have here. So the first we are going to look at is the view that we have. I've mentioned that we have data sheet view. So this is the data sheet view environment. So you can switch to another view called design view using the views option that we have here. So when you click on this view option, these are the two views that we have. We have data sheet view, then we have design view. So what is the difference between these two? To use data sheet view, you can input your record directly on data sheet view. For example, I can click to add another field, then select the data type for that field, then change the name to the field name to name, then add one more. Yes, just click on yes, one more. Then I want to make this one age. So age has to do with number, so that's why I select number, then rename it to be age. Then this is how you create your table with the number of fields that you want to have there. So I can decide to put a value here under name, say show aga, then age 23. So I put 23 as age. You can see that instead of typing text, I put number because the data type I use for age is number. So data sheet view allow you to prepare the content immediately. That's how data sheet view works. But on the other hand, we have design view where you prepare your table first. So we can switch to design view by clicking on design view. Then to ask you to change your table, to save your table. At this point, you can change the name of the table. So I can say personal information, then you click on OK, then the table name is going to change. Now here is what we call design view, where you prepare the number of fields that is going to be in your table. You select the data type, then optionally you can describe the content, the field. Now what do we mean by saying field name? When you are creating a record, there are some attributes that will form the record. Let's say, for example, what are the attributes that make up a person? So starting from name, age, as a student, you can say the class that the student belongs to, so we add it, class, then address of the student house, address, then what again, the telephone number of the student's parents, so you add it. Now after all this, then you have to select the data type. Name, the data type will be short text. Age, the data type will be number. Then class, what will be the content of the class? GSS1, GSS2, GSS3, then that is going to be short text as well. Address is going to be short text. Phone number is going to be short text. Why everything are short text? Okay, let me add another field name. Date of birth, DOB. Now the data type for this can simply be date and time. We want to put the date and time. So these are how we prepare our table using design view. So with this, let's look at the data type that we have. So the data type that we have short text, long text, number, large number, date and time extended, currency, auto number, yes or no, only object, hyperlink, attachment, calculated, and lookup wizard. So when you have to have a field that will only take the maximum of 255 or less, then you use short text. Okay, if the content is going to be string like name or address, then it's going to be short text. So if you have a field that has to do with number, then like you are entering age or number that is going to be a calculated value, then you use number. So your number can have a decimal part, it can be an integer, so that is that. Then phone number, ordinarily phone number is not a number anyway, so as a result of that we are going to use our short text. You can't use number for phone number. You know our phone number starts from 080, and we also have some phone number that has hyphen dash. So with that we cannot use number for phone number. We use short text because of special character that are involved in some format of phone number. Date vet, then we use date and time. We still have some other that we have not mentioned. If you have a field that has to do with money, then you use currency. Auto number is used when you want to have a auto increment of number. So as you input record, you have auto number +1 added. So I'm going to change my ID back to auto number so that we see the effect when we are inputting record. Then we still have some other data type like yes or no, when it has to do with true or false value, like are you married, yes or no, gender, female or male, something like that, you use yes or no. Only object, when you are trying to there are some other application that you can import into your Access, then the data type for that will be only objects. Okay, like we are trying to bring in Microsoft Word or Microsoft Access or Microsoft Excel into your database, then you're going to use only objects. Then hyperlink. So hyperlink is just like a link to another source. So the link that you are trying to provide that will take you to another place, so you use hyperlink for that. Then attachment, when you are trying to attach a document to your database or your table, then you are going to use attachment. Then calculated, when you have to do with when it has to do with calculated value, you want to carry out some calculated value, then you use hyperlink. Then the last one is you use calculated, sorry. The last one is lookup wizard. So the lookup wizard, for the lookup wizard, then when you are trying to use something like a drop down, for example in Nigeria we have different states. So when you are trying to specify, you want user to pick a particular state for a country, then it is called lookup. Just like what we have here now, we are having a drop down and we can select from the list. That is how lookup wizard also work. So let's take a look at some of these things. So I'm going to put states here, or let's say Nigeria, country. Okay, country. Then instead of just selecting